Hello and welcome to Wednesday Live with Fiona. So I wanted to share a few cards we made on Saturday. I attended an online Stampin' Up event called Creativity Now. So it was 4 hours of creating and seeing products in the catalogue. We've just got the new annual. What's that? Not even a month ago, and we've got another one coming out on the 1st of July. So it's the mini catalogue, July to December, so obviously Christmassy, etc. And in July and August we also have a second celebration this year, and there's some stunning stuff in that, and I'm so keen to start. I've already started playing with some of the things, but I'm gonna hold fire. But we were given the opportunity to pre-order this stamp set. Let me just get rid of my face so you can see my hands a bit more. There we go. Yeah, so we were given a chance to pre-order Splendid Thoughts, and when I saw the picture of it, I thought, oh, you know, more flowers, I've got enough, don't need it. And then I started to see a couple of things that some other demos were doing with it, and I thought, you know what, I really want to take part and actually craft along this event. So I got it, and I have to say, I love it. I do love this font and this sentiment. My dad's just been diagnosed with cancer, and so I'm trying to send him lots of cards, 1 card a week, and sending hugs kind of says it all, really, because, you know, you can only say thinking of you so much and everything, and I just want to send him a hug. And it also comes with dies, so the dies match the flowers. So you've got a detailed one and an outline one, and then some little ones which you'll see in use a bit later. So that's what I'm going to use, and I just wanted to share with you the cards that we made on Saturday and another one that I've made that's completely different. So the one that we're going to be making today is this one, and it's a technique I wasn't really aware of. I'd never thought about it, but now I've used it, I'm going to use it again, and it's so easy, so I'm going to share that with you today. It's just a piece of basic white. The card base is soft sea foam, and it goes with this amazing soft sea foam ribbon, which is nylon, but it's just beautiful, such a lovely colour. And then the blends are Pool Party and Fresh Freesia, and the designer series paper. So it's an amazing pack of foil papers. As always with Stampin' Up papers, they're stunning, and I love this one, but actually we're using the reverse of it today. So that is one side and that is the other. And I do always tend to go for the foil, so it's quite nice to do stuff that's, so there's some, let me see what's colours on the back. So we've got Copper, Calypso Coral, Fresh Freesia, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Sahara Sand, Soft Sea Foam, and the copper is gorgeous. So I will be doing some stuff with that later on, but today we're going to concentrate on that. So I've got everything ready to show you. And then these two, oh, that's another thing that came in the pre-order. Whoops, just spilt them everywhere. These are open leaf trinkets, and I did make a gift bag, but it's not very successful, but I did use it on the tag, so it's lovely. So I just need to have another few goes at the bag because I didn't quite get it right, but they're lovely, and there's 20 in a pack, so they're great for tags, which is something I'd not really thought about before. So that's Petal Pink card base, and then we stamped around the outside basic white, and then this is one of the dies. I thought actually it was a plant pot, and I mean I guess you could use it as a plant pot, and you would use it that way with your plants in, and you could, but on Saturday we used them just as nothing really, and so that's using the foils. So you can see you've got the copper there, soft sea foam, that's Fresh Freesia, and I don't know if that's supposed to be gold or it's a light pale copper, but anyway, soft sea foam and the ribbon, and then the open leaf has been attached, and I do really like that. So that's something we can do another day. This one, Calypso Coral, so it's a basic white card base, Calypso Coral, and it's been put through the brick wall embossing folder, if you can see that. And then we blended some white craft ink over it, which I have to say I really like because it kind of mutes it. And then we stamped and die cut. So that's Petal Pink and that's Soft Sea Foam. And then again, that's been die cut out of the same designer series paper. And I just stamped Sending Hugs and fussy cut it. But yeah, I love both of those. And then this is one that I've done. I wanted to use up some designer series paper that's about to expire. So the last mini catalogue finishes next Thursday and the new one starts on Friday. And this is a fancy fold. This label is the biggest label in the seasonal labels, which was in last year's Christmas catalogue and has carried over. I stamped the outline and then I stamped the watercolour, and they don't fit right inside it, so it's quite an unusual sort of design. And that's grey granite, and then I die cut one with grey granite and stuck it down, and the card base is grey granite. And then this is using the Good Fortune paper, designer series paper, which I still got quite a bit left and it finishes next week. So, oh, and the other thing, there's a tiny little bee there, which I really hadn't noticed, but I saw some and I thought that's cute. So I love this fold, and again, that's just Sending Hugs. So I'm kind of going to amass a load of cards, Sending Hugs, and then, as I said, sending one a week, I think. So okay, so let's get started. So I've got a base already, usual UK size, so 21 scored in half at 10.5 by 14.8. And then we've got the bit of designer series paper. The measurements will be on my blog later. So that's 12.5 by 8, and that's going to go at a bit of an angle. And then we've got the basic white, which I'm going to do a magic trick with, and that is 7.5 by 11. Now I have die cut the flowers in just get my tweezers, because then the inside's all going to fall. Oh, you can't see the back. Yeah, I've actually put adhesive sheets on the back before I die cut them, so that they would stick down. And what I want to do actually is I don't want to lose these inside bits. I want them to be stuck down as well. So on this one, you can see we did it in Soft Sea Foam, and it's just the outer lines, but I want to include these bits. So I'm just trying to get them back into position, and then I'll just move them slightly out of the way. Don't know where that one's come from. Oh, maybe it goes that way. No. Could be that one's in the wrong place. Yes. Okay, let's not worry about that now. We'll just move them out of the way and I'll piece them together later. So, and then I've got a piece of basic white, which I've already cut into a little, what do you call that, flag? And that's for my sentiment. So this one, they used Much Love in Your New Life Together and kind of made it for a wedding. I don't have anything that's applicable for. So I used the two, and I did Sending Hugs, and then I just put the and Much Love. But this time I'm just going to do the Sending Hugs. So that's why that's a bit smaller. Okay, so let me show you this amazing, easy bit of magic. So I'm going to do it the other way around. So on that one, we started with Pool Party at the top and Fresh Freesia at the bottom. And I think I did the Fresh Freesia a bit too dark. So I'm going to try and reverse that. So I need the Fresh Freesia light, and I'm going to use, I'm not sure what you call this end, the thick end anyway. And basically you just start at the top. I've got a little mark on there, but as well. You can, I've left a white surround on mine. I'm just going to go like lines. And I think I must have gone over it again last time because it did go a lot darker, and I don't really want it to go dark this time. So till you've done about a quarter of your sheet. So that was the Fresh Freesia light. And now I'm going to take the Fresh Freesia dark, same end, and just pick up where I've left off till I get about halfway down. Whoops. a piece of paper moved. I should have stuck it down. There we go. And it's not meant to be even or anything like that. And then you start with the dark pool party and you just carry on till you've done them. Now, the middle bit is going to be quite covered up because of your sentiment and your and your flowers. You can see my blends are going through, but the lighter colours are going to show. Oh, wrong end. See, I picked the bullet point end that time, and I don't want that. I want the I want the thicker end. Gonna have to hold it with my other hand, I think. And I've just left a little bit of white at the bottom there. So you've got kind of a white border on that. I think that's lovely. What do you think? Looks like when you're painting a wall, you know, you do your colour chart to see which colour you want. So then we take our base and we're going to pop the designer series paper on it, but we don't want it straight because you're not going to see it at all. And I've made it slightly bigger than on this one because I kind of felt it was a bit of a waste not to see the designer series paper at all. So I'm just gonna, now I need to be really careful because it's foil and I've messed my Stampin' Seal Plus up before on foil, so I'm just going to be pushing really hard. That should be enough. And I'm going to pop that at an angle so that hopefully when we pop this on straight, you can still see a bit more, but you can see a bit more of the designer series paper than you can on that one. Now I know I was going to do the fresh freezer at the top. I don't know. Yeah, let's do it that way and we'll see what it looks like at the end. So that's going on straight. So I'm just lining up with my grid paper. Okay, here we go. Right, now I'm going to pop down my my die cuts, and as I said, I want the insides to go in. So I'm going to just peel off the adhesive sheet on the back. Actually, let's work out where that's going to go. Yeah, so it's going to come down. Just going to pop a pencil mark underneath it, so when I lift that up, and I'm going to have one going up and one going down. This is the trickiest bit, getting the adhesive sheet off. Oh, maybe this wasn't such a good idea on video. There we go, I think I've got hold of it. Famous last words. Yeah, there you can see it's on the adhesive sheet is on the covering the foil side. So I'm going to have one bit coming down, and I do want it to show, which I don't think it does an awful lot in the. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my insert. So I need to take the adhesive sheet off each bit. I thought it would have come off all in one go, but because they've all been cut, it's trying to, there we go. Now, where does this one? I think I'm going to have to match them up with where they go before I take the backs off. Yep, that one goes in there. So the foiling side is stunning, but you really would want that as your centerpiece. You wouldn't want to, you know, waste it as a background. That's that bit. Now, where does this one go? I think that might go in there. Nope, maybe in here. Yes. I've got another one and then I can work out what's missing. So this one, you can kind of tell from the shape because they're all different shapes. No, I think that's that one. Yes, that's a better fit. Okay, now I'm missing, right, those ones are the small ones for that one, so the big ones are for this one. Right, oh, I'm missing 3 bits. Okay, might not worry about the bit that's going to be under the, on the other one. I'll have to make sure in case I'm missing a bit. Best laid plans. Now this is very fiddly, but I'm hoping it's going to be worth it when I've finished. No, that must be for that one because it doesn't fit in there, does it? Yes, it does actually. There we go. So I'm missing 1 bit for that one, and then my other one, whoops, yeah, so I've got, oh, got all the bit. Oh, there it is. It was underneath. Found it. Okay, so I've got all the bits for that one. So I'm missing 1 for this one, but not to worry. It's not the end of the world. So let's start again. In fact, if I lay them where they belong, make it easier. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. There we go. So how is everybody today? Beautiful weather here today, a little bit breezy. Got the washing out. Hopefully it's getting dried in the sun. There we go. But they're now saying there's a weather warning for storms tomorrow. Last time we had nice weather, we ended up with storms. And I'm going to do that coming down here. There we go. So I've just got to remember I've reversed it round. So let's start. And what would have been the top is now the bottom. I'm sorry if this is like watching paint glass. Watching paint dry even, not paint glass. I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave that. I'll do that bit later because it really is a bit tricky for me to get them off. But it's looking good. Now, what we did next was we put our ribbon on and we did it so that it comes out from under the sentiment. So I think I might do it a couple of times backwards and forwards. So 1, 2, 3. And it's always better to have too much than too little. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of my Seal Plus right across the middle. And that's going to be covered up with the ribbon. You don't want it hanging over the end of the card because it's got to go in an envelope at the end of the day. I'm just going to pop a bit on the ribbon. No, that's not. It's not sticking. I know. I'll use a dimensional. Where's my dimensionals? I'll use a couple of dimensionals because I'm going to have my sentiment here anyway, and this will just help to keep the ribbon in place. Just one more probably. There we go. Now I was going to wrap my ribbon back round again, so let's see if that will. No, I think that's probably enough. We'll leave that. And then I'm just going to stamp my sentiment in. Yeah, so I did it in Fresh Freesia last time. Sending hugs. And we'll do the same. Just lining it up on my grid paper. Hopefully it'll be straight. Get my Fresh Freesia ink. So when I post it later on my blog, the picture, it will hopefully have all the bits filled in, and all the instructions will be on my blog. Now I do have some of the new catalogues and the celebration brochures. So if you don't have a current Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you'd like one, please message me and I will get one out to you. You just need to put a comment under the video that you've messaged me, because if I don't know you, it will go into my junk for the first time. Very happy to send you one, and also would love to be your demonstrator. If you would like to buy anything, then I would be very happy to help you with that. So let's just pop this on here. There we go. Now on this one, I had some pearls which I coloured with the Fresh Freesia, and I don't know if you can see it's taken the sheen off, so I'm going to actually use rhinestones this time. I will colour them again. Actually, let's try it just with the rhinestones and see what we think. Two, three. Actually, I think they look quite nice. So very different. All I've done is turned the colours up the other way, and on this one I'm including the bits, and on that one I didn't. They've got Fresh Freesia pearls and these have got rhinestones. So I'd love to hear in the comments which one you prefer. I hope you like them. I'm going to, I have been focusing on the last chance list because I was conscious that everything was going to be going away, but I have so many plans for the annual. I've got, I actually just share them very quickly with you. So one of the things in the annual catalogue is craft cards. So we've got the mini note, the notelets in basic white and very vanilla, and they brought them out in craft card, and they come with a little box. So that's using the cherries suite. I've also got the what's it called, Best Butterflies, and I've been doing something from the designer series paper. So I was fussy cutting them today, and then I realised that you could actually die cut from the designer series paper, although it doesn't work brilliantly. Don't know if you can see, they've got joins there, but the stamp set and the dies are awesome, so I want to play with those. I've just got the cheerful basket, and I love that, so I really want to play with that. And then of course we've got the new mini coming, so there's so much to share with you. I will be sending an email out with details of my July class, July card club. I typically send the email, will probably go out at the beginning of the month, and you need to sign up for it, and then I will send it out to you usually about the 25th of the month. And you get everything that you need to make 8 cards, envelopes, all the die cuts. The only thing I don't send are any stamped images. So if you would like to have the details of that, please again message me, let me know that you've messaged me, and just give me your email address and I'll add you to my email list and send you the details. I would love for you to join me for that. I have such fun, and there's just some awesome products just coming out, or have just come out, that I'm really keen to share with you. So thanks very much for watching today. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll be back for Friday with Fiona.